Now, the National Union of Mine Workers in the Northern Cape says the Assmang Beeshoek iron ore mine faces potential closure. The union says this will result in nearly 700 job losses. NUM's Kimberley Regional Secretary Mosepedi Sanane joins me now for more on that. Mosepedi, good to have you, and thank you very much for your time. What's happening there at the Beeshoek iron ore mine?
Good evening, Tabo. Good evening to your viewers at home. Yeah. The company Beeshoek assessed us on the 13th of August with a notice with an intent to retrench close to 700 workers. And their reasons are because of the Assmang South Africa. They are claiming that Assmang South Africa is no longer want to have a business with them, which we believe that should the union be involved from the beginning, there will be a way for now to can close the gap that we believe is there.
So as the union, you've been aware that they have Assmang South Africa as a sole major client that literally is keeping that operation going?
Yes, this has been going for some time. When this company started, because it is one of the oldest operations in the Northern Cape, they were actually selling their production abroad. But sometimes then they had an agreement with Assmang, which made them to be a sole buyer from Beeshoek. So we were aware, and this has been going for some time, Pablo.
And did you seek to intervene in the matter? I mean, what has the union done in responding to that reality?
The beginning of this year, there has been some engagement between only two parties. The operation Beeshoek or Assmang as a mining house with Assmang, with AMSA. And during the discussions, we have been told that there is a decision taken that they will extend the agreement with 3 years. And to our surprise, the end of July, we are told that no, AMSA is no longer willing to extend the agreement with 3 years. And Beeshoek, with that, they believe that they could no longer be able to produce because they could not buy new machines. They cannot do anything because they hope that with 3 years agreement, they will be able to know that they are in operation. So as NUM, our national office had a meeting with the government through Minister Parks to try to make sure that there is intervention from government to make sure that government at least brings some money to make sure that they save workers of the people of Beeshoek, Northern Cape and the Postmansberg town.
So you're of the view that the mine can still be saved from closure. How so without the financial muscle of Assmang to keep this going? I mean, government can certainly not be funding a private entity into perpetuity.
Look, Tabo, even this Section 189 or the retrenchment process that we are told to take part, we believe it's premature because there are operations within Assmang that belong to the same mining houses as Beeshoek mine. And there is a difference of kilometers between Beeshoek and one of the mines here called Kumani mine. We believe they can produce and use a road transportation of their ore to Kumani mine so that it can transport to Saldanha on their behalf and be able to keep on running. Two, they can reduce their tons to a number whereby they can be able to produce. And few meters, not necessarily kilometers, there is a mine there, which we believe if they can engage and try to see how they can help them, we believe they can sell to them and see how they can save this number of works. So there are a lot of options that could help the mine and the people of Beeshoek.
Yeah. In the event that the company chooses not to take those options, I mean, we've seen with a Goodyear situation where they tried to convince the company to stay open, but it was a decision that was decided higher up within the organization as part of their restructuring, and so there was just no interest in looking at alternatives. As NUM, what are you proposing then should happen if that is the case with Beeshoek?
Beeshoek as a mining company, they have got two operations under, like I just said, two operations here. They can talk to these two operations to make sure that they prioritize Beeshoek workers, to make sure that they appoint them. Number two, it is the responsibility of management of Beeshoek to make sure that they take everyone along and make sure that there is engagement that are fair, that will make sure that people understand the situation. And with that, like we said, they can reduce the number of tons that they are producing and be able to transfer other workers to different operations and keep it running. So with the number of tons, if they are reduced, the operation will be able to run, other people will be able to be accommodated within other mines that are under the same mining house, which is Assmang. So there is options. It's not necessarily that there is nothing that could be done.
Yeah.
And they can still transport their ore from Postmansberg to Kumani mine with road, and they will be able to employ the current employees of Beeshoek and still have other employees who will be doing production within the mine.
Yeah. If the mine indicates no willingness to engage with you on this matter constructively, what are your potential actions that you are contemplating?
Postmansberg is within the Northern Cape province. We believe the government should be able to take part. We believe that the Department of Mineral Resources should be able to take part. We believe that the community also should be able to take part, because this is the only mine without the other mine of Kolomela that we believe made Postmansberg what it is today. So we are going to fight to make sure that we don't talk even the reducing the number. We are going to fight that no one should go home. So we are waiting for CCMA to come forth, to come and tell us what is the way forward from here going forward. And we believe if we can engage with the intent to make sure that no one leaves this operation, we won't find ourselves even on the street. Yeah. And that is the only way that we believe as NUM is the amicable way to resolve this matter.
Appreciate your time there. That's Mosepedi Sanane, NUM's Kimberley Regional Secretary, there on the possible closure of the Beeshoek mine. Some 700 jobs here on the line.